welcome to Shooting the Shit episode 211 or something. Still waiting for the co-host, she's not turned up yet. So, I think she's going to talk about Pokemon or something like that. But anyway, I'll do a wee thing on E3 that's so as far as we know anyway, this is the companies that are going to be at E3 this year. There's a few. So it's of course E3 is just like a giant shit show usually, unless there's new consoles and stuff coming out. It's usually the games that they show are like, I don't know, unless you're really looking forward to them, there's not much else you need to know. They just show dodgy trailers usually and stuff. So if you want to know what it is anyway, so this list is from now. I don't know if it's the full list or if there's more. Okay, so yeah, it may change. Companies or games may be taken or added off, as seen below. So it's got 2K, we've got 505 games, 5 Hour Energy. What the hell is 5 Hour Energy? I need to know what that is. Is that some type of energy drink for gamers? Yeah, okay. Of course they'd be at E3. Of course. Like why wouldn't they? That's fucking unbelievable. Oh, god damn it. Activision. Aim controllers, I don't know who they are either. So we'll check that. Hello. Finally turned up. She's turned up, I think. Maybe. Let's see who aim controllers are. So you can create your own controller. That's I suppose that's pretty cool.
Sorry,
Yo.
I was having problems.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm a little sick too.
Oh, you still got that cold?
No, I think this is like a different one. Also, I'm echoing a lot.
Oh no.
Yeah, like it's really bad.
Okay. What about now?
Blah 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 blah. There, I'm not echoing anywhere.
Yeah, I got them wrong way around. It's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it sounds good now.
Yeah, so, but if I play something, I don't know, we'll try it if I do go play something. Anyway, so I'm talking about shit that's going to be at E3. I'm just having a look at these people actually make controllers for you. Like, you can design your own controller. Interesting, I suppose. So that's that. That's who aim controllers are. So I'm going through, it's E3, and I'm just going through the list, and 5 Hour Energy, which is a fucking energy drink, and then aim controllers. I was like, who's that? The rest I know, obviously. Alienware, who sell computer hardware and stuff. Arcade 1UP, don't know who they are. They make arcade cabinets for your games. Okay, they're like little versions of the arcade machines, I think. Are they? Yeah, they're little arcade cabinets. So that's what they are. Who else? We got Astro Gaming, don't know who that is. Bandai Namco, Bethesda. Probably showing off how they're going to fix Fallout 4. I know Fallout Online. Fallout 76, that's the one. I'll get it eventually. I'll just go through all the Fallout games and I'll eventually get the right one right. Big Ben, no idea. Capcom, Click Entertainment, Oh, Cyberpunk 2077. That would be 2077. That might be quite good. I want to see that because I'm interested in that game. So, Daedric Entertainment, Deep Silver, Epic Games, E1 Racing, Exor Studios, Friend Times, Funcom, G Fuel, Game Informer, Gameloft, GameStop, Gurndrig Entertainment and Gaming Association, Guillemount Corporation, Haymaker, Horo, I don't know how to say that. I don't know. Improbable, Calypso Media Group, Carnox, Konami, Control Freak, LF Gaming, Logitech, Mayflash Limited, Meta Threads, Microsoft, Modus Games, MomoCon Gaming Convention, My Arcade, NetSme, Endreams, Nintendo, Nvidia, PowerA, Private Division, Proxmet.net, Cynox, who the fuck they are, Rebellion, RDS Industries, Statusfy Gaming, CSUN, Sega, Square, Techland, Technosport, I don't know most of these companies, Tegway, Tencent America LLC, Tencent Enterprise, THQ Nordic. I've got a story about them soon. Tadec, Turtle Beach, Ubisoft Entertainment, UCC Distributing, Unnamed VR, Virtues Holdings Pte Limited, I don't know, Violet Design, Volt Edge, VPX Sports, Warner Brothers, X Rocker Gaming Chairs and Accessories, okay, Exceed Games and X Solar. So that's everyone that says they're going to turn up at E3. Is Sony there? Did I say Sony? Must have, right? Sony must. No. Sony is not there. Huh. Okay. I was just thinking Sony were going to launch the PS5 this year, or huh? They must be there. I think that's maybe not maybe it's not that up to date. But anyway, there you go. And since you're here, you can just skip into talking about the Pokemon then. So I was going to let you go first, but you weren't here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because like Pokemon, I'm like meh. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't.
Yeah, I got one Pokemon thing that I found so that I can read.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it in here for you.
This is the main Pokemon game, right? It's not like the last one everyone was shouting about.
No, the last one was like a side thing. Like it was its own thing, its own line. Okay? It's still from like Nintendo and stuff. It's just kind of its own alternate reality thing, I guess, if you want to do that, or because the Pokemon very much has like the multiverse kind of theory in it.
Yeah.
So that's just think of it like that, I guess. So this one's like just continuing down the regular path. So Pokemon. So I thought this was kind of interesting. So Pokemon Sword and Shield were teased last year and nobody noticed. So Pokemon Sword and Shield were revealed this week as the next Pokemon games for Nintendo Switch. However, it seems the games were teased in 2018, just nobody noticed at the time. Pokemon director Masuda tweeted an image of himself back in October holding everyday objects positioning as a sword and shield. Of course, it was unlikely anyone could have figured out at the time he was referring to the new Pokemon games. But it's still amusing to look back on this now obvious clue. Which, by the way, like, Pokemon games are usually planned out like way in advance, and along with like Pokemon ideas, like ideas for Pokemon and stuff, they're usually like, so like even though they're releasing this Pokemon game, they've got plans for the next one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aye.
they'll like do that. So Pokemon Sword and Shield are to be released in late 2019. The games are set in a new region named Galar, which looks to be similar in appearance to Britain. The 3 starter creatures were shown off in Nintendo's Pokemon Director's presentation. They are a grass monkey named Grookey, a fire bunny named Score Bunny, and a sad water lizard, Sobble. So I thought that was pretty funny. That you got the Score Bunny, which is obviously like scorching, and then bunny, and Grookey is literally like grass monkey for the name, and then Sobble is like sad or sobbing bubble. So that's kind of funny.
Wait, what? Wait, so
the names. So Grookey's name is literally just like grass monkey.
Right.
You see the grass monkey.
Yeah. Which
and
is
the
the
fire
one
bunny's name, Score Bunny, which is like the bunny-looking one, right? So his name, like Scorching Bunny, Score Bunny, and the water chameleon is basically sad or sobbing bubble. That's what I get from it. Sobble. But anyways, so I just thought that was kind of neat. Gameplay was shown in the Direct, but was not detailed extensively. Though it seems like the new games will bring back random encounters, among other things, we've rounded up the big takeaways from what we've seen so far to help you get a handle on what to expect. For more on the Generation 8 Pokemon games, check out our thoughts on strange symbols seen in the trailer. Alternatively, take a look at our all Pokemon seen in Sword and Shield so far. So they didn't introduce any new Pokemon to Sword and Shield other than the starters in the trailer. So there's nothing. So it's very interesting to see what they might come up with for Britain for a new Pokemon there. I'm very excited about it. One of my favorite places visually, I think I have 2 favorite places visually in the game. I really like that place where they have like kind of a crop circle thing, and that I saw in the trailer, and it kind of looked like this. So I feel like it's got like this kind of alien or kind of space theme with it being like, it just reminds me of like a crop circle. Which I think is like, huh?
Are you talking about the crop circle that's in the field somewhere down in England, I think?
No, like, England has like crop circles, but they have this looking crop circle thing in the game, in the Pokemon game.
Yeah,
so
but haven't they taken that from the real one? If you see what
possibly,
I mean.
Like that's what I was going to get at. Is that it seems like they've taken some inspiration from the crop circles that happen in England.
Well, it's not a crop circle; it's an actual painting by ancient peoples at some point.
What's it called? I forget.
I don't know. It's like a chalk. It's like a chalk drawing or something.
No, this is like in the Pokemon game. There's like a hill. And
yeah,
so
yeah.
It looks like a crop circle.
Yeah, but it's a chalk. It's a. Oh, it's not a crop circle though. It's like a painting on a hill. It's not what like a crop circle is. It's different. It's actually in the ground. If that makes, it's not like surface level. It's like cut. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, I'm not finding anything to like try to compare it to. I'm like trying to Google and compare so I can look at.
It's probably because you're comparing crop circles.
No, I did. You said it was like a painting on a hill, right?
Yeah, sort
Or
of.
ancient drawing on hill in Britain.
I think so. Pretty sure there's one. There's probably 2 or 3 actually. I don't know.
I found this one. I'm gonna copy the image and I'm gonna paste it in here. You can tell me if that's it.
Is that the one I was looking at? Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's
the one
it,
I'm
really?
talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's what Pokemon's referencing them, which is hilarious because that has a penis.
Yeah, Pokemon took that out though.
Yeah, of course
Obviously.
they did. And it kind of looks
Yeah.
like a wolf, which makes me think of kind of like beast tales and like werewolf kind of like tales in Europe. But anyways, it kind of looked like, and they also like drew like what looked like a Miltan, I think it's called. That Pokemon kind of were like at the bottom, and then I'm pretty sure that that's going to be like a reference to the legendary in the game.
Right.
So, I really liked that visually. And then another favorite spot that I saw in the
You only really
trailer,
liked it. You only really liked it because it's got a penis on it.
No, it didn't have that in the game.
I know. I'm just taking it piss. Oh, that's funny. No,
But
see what I
anyways-
mean? It's like chalk. See how I mean it? It's not like a crop circle. It's like a drawing in chalk.
Yeah, it did remind me of a crop circle when I first saw it, though.
Mm.
But I don't live over in England, so I'm just kind of...
Well, neither do I. I just know these things.
You live really close. It's literally like a few hours from you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I go
It's like
there.
all the way over the sea from me.
It doesn't mean like I go there. It may as well be all over the sea for me as well.
You've been there more than me.
I've never been there.
Not
So-
to this specific place, but you've been
Yeah.
like to the
Yeah.
the England and stuff. Yeah. Whatever. Anyways, another place I really liked is I liked kind of like they showed like a snow town. And I really liked the brickwork there and how it looked because it really reminded me of like London, like, and old Christmas cards that you would get. You know, like really old Christmas cards. Even though
Yeah.
there's nothing Christmassy in Pokemon, it just had that feel to it, and I really liked that feel. It was really beautiful. Like the game looks very, very nice. Like they did a good job on the details and everything.
I've never seen the game.
Well, you should look up the game.
If I put so it'd be Sword and Shield, is it? That is Christmassy. Wait, is that this one? That does. It's snowing and everything in this one. Is that the right one? I don't know. Yeah, it must be because it's February 27th. Trailer thing. That does look like it's winter. Like, if you know what I mean. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It's really nice. It really gives you that look. So I'm very excited for the game. I don't know which starter I'm gonna pick yet because I like all three of them, and so I think I'm going to wait to see what the third evolutions are before I really make my final decision. But like all three of the starters are way too adorable. I like them all.
Why did they get rid of cats though?
What do you mean? Because last game they had a cat.
Did they?
Yeah, they had a cat starter in the last game. But I didn't get him.
Why not?
When I had to pick my starter. I mean, I got him
Cats
later
are
in the
the
game
best.
through a trade. No, but I
Right.
hated his third evolution. It was awful. It was like
Oh.
Incineroar is his third evolution. And it looked like I hated it. I'm sorry. I didn't really like the design. So I was like, no.
Yeah.
But I liked
Okay.
the design of the other two. But Primarina is the one that I decided, which is the little like seal looking Pokemon. So I picked Piplup, which evolved into Primarina, and so that's what I picked in the last game. So sometimes like third evolutions, like I would have picked the Fire Cat if it wasn't for the fact that it turned into this giant wrestling thing monstrosity I didn't like.
Oh, is that what happened to it?
Yeah, it looks like a wrestling dude. It's in Smash Brothers now. Incineroar's in Smash Brothers now.
Right.
As well. No, but yeah, so I'm not sure, since I like all three of these, I'm really torn on which one I would pick at the moment. So probably just gonna wait until the third evolution and then pick that one that I like more. Because once you hit the third evolution, that's, you're kind of stuck with that Pokemon and how it looks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like for the rest of the games. So, another thing I really liked was I liked this cave thing that they had with it just showed a little bit of running through. I really hope to see more. Well, obviously we'll see more of the game, but I really hope to see more of that cave thing.
Yeah.
That was really cool looking. And it kind of like reminded me, like one of the Pokemon games had this like mining game in it, and that mining game was a lot of fun. I remember that I just loved the little mini mining game inside the Pokemon game. So I kind of hope that there's like a mini mining game in this Pokemon game. That kind of gives me a little bit of hope, but I hope I'm not like they don't do it and then I'll be like disappointed. I'll be like,
because it's a crap version of it or something.
Or they won't have it at all, and then we're just running through a mine or something. And I'll be like, I was so hopeful.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, the game will be great, and I'm sure they'll have, like, some mini games in it, which I'll really like.
Yeah.
They always seem to, like, play around and, like, get rid of and put in, like, new mini games, and so they really need to... and sometimes they get rid of mini games that I really like that mining one. They only had it in like one Pokemon game, and it was like really fun. And then there was these was it Pokemon Moon? I don't think it was Pokemon Moon. I think it was the game before Pokemon Moon, but like it might have been I mix up sometimes. But there was a game, like you had like 3 mini games that you could play with your Pokemon. So you pick like whatever Pokemon you want, and then there's 3 different mini games that you can play with them. And then they got rid of that. So I think that was the game. I think it was Gen 6, and then Gen 7 they didn't have it. And I was like, it was Gen 7 they didn't have it, so it was Gen 6. And I was really sad that they did not have that anymore because it was a lot of fun. But you still could go in and pet your Pokemon and stuff, and so I'm glad they kept that. They even had that in Let's Go, like petting your Pikachu or your Eevee. Though it would have been nice to be able to pet your other Pokemon, they didn't have that option.
Oh, so it was only certain ones.
Yeah, in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, it was only Pikachu or Eevee, so whichever game you got. But in the previous Pokemon games, like for the main line, it has been any Pokemon. You could pet any Pokemon. So I kind of hope that transfers, because they had it in like 6 and they had it in Gen 7. So I hope, like, in Gen 8 that also transfers over where I'm able to interact with any Pokemon that I want in the game.
Cool. Right.
Because I really like that.
So, well, you've been talking about Pokemon for a while, so...
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just saying, I think we finished on the Pokemons, right? We done?
Yeah, that's all the news I think I've given... everything that was in it.
Okay, so I've not got that much, but I've got a couple on the same story because the story keeps developing. It's pretty funny. So on Twitter, THQ Nordic, say they were going to do Ask Me Anything on 8chan, and they went and done it. I looked, and it looked okay. It looked the same as like a Reddit MMA, right? AMA. It was just the same as Reddit, except the image boards were a bit, they don't get banned for certain things that you might get banned on when Reddit, so it's like... But there's nothing bad happened. I looked at it, and nothing that bad. I mean, like, compared to what it could have happened, nothing. Everyone was pretty okay with them, sort of, and they had fun, and it looked like the people on the board had fun. So I don't see why there was this big thing. Well, actually, I do see why there was a big thing about it. So yeah, but so it's the this happened on the 26th, and obviously because it's 8chan, the second post is where the big titty lollies at. So yeah, of course, right, because it's 8chan, like.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are like, are you guys considering you guys bought the rights to Nordic's back catalogue, are you guys planning on doing anything with it? So that seems like a proper question, right? It's like there's nothing dodgy about that. It just sounds like a Reddit MMA. And then they're talking about like time splitters and other things, and there's some questions, and there's not much like really. Well, there's like some, obviously, right? Welcome to 8chan and Hail Hitler, brothers. Is there any chance you can add lollies as playable characters of any of your games? Can never have enough lolly in video. See, okay, you can see that they're fucking about there, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
And then, which Pokemon would you fuck? And then, are you guys remaking SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, or at least porting it to a modern console? You see what I mean? Like, but most of it is they're just having fun, and some of them are legit questions, like the one that I just said. And they're asking them, are you putting any of your games on GOG and stuff? What about the Epic Store? Just like normal stuff. Apart from sometimes, because it's 8chan, you'd sometimes get funny posts. But anyway, so basically, after they done it, the invitation was cordial, and the board owner Mark promised to keep things clean, so THQ Nordic obliged. The opportunity was here, and we took it. We got approached in a very friendly and polite manner, and we're assured, said person, shout out to Mark, will take care of the nasty stuff. So here we are. That's the 4chan boards. The thread was live over on the 8chan V board, where lots of gamers piled into this THQ Nordic about their businesses, acquisitions, and controversies involving Metro Exodus and games coming down the pipeline. THQ Nordic spending time talking with and answering questions from real gamers who actually buy and play games, angered the gatekeepers of the gaming industry, causing them to spaz out on Twitter and claim that THQ Nordic was associating with child pornography, a label that actually came about ironically due to an anti-Gamergate critic and YouTuber named Dan Olsen, who found and posted images of underage girls to 8chan while the mods were asleep, in order to prove that 8chan hosted child porn as detailed on rotten websites. The journalist going into the epileptic fit on social media, however, came after sporadic responses filled up the Reset era forum, where users had a texturally violent commentation at the concept of THQ Nordic visiting 8chan. Lots of blue check marks from gaming industry's elite piled into the discussion to pile on the hate for THQ during the talk and with their actual customers. Every day I think nothing else can surprise me, and every day I'm proven wrong. This is a video game publisher promoting a website that is a known hub for child pornography. I don't know, like, is that a grey area here? It seems like no. It's all unreasonable to say that any game platform or confidence that does business with TH Nordic is working with a company that promotes child pornography. They're literally linking it to a PR thing. No, what are you talking about? Okay, so if you use the internet, because there's child porn on the internet somewhere, that means you're into child porn. That's that logic.
It's like a big stretch, you know, a big leap there. Like with guilt by some really big stretch of association.
Yeah, it's like there's child porn on Tumblr and child porn on Twitter. So that guy's associated with child porn because he's using both platforms. Digital spittle flew from the Twitter headlines like floods pouring out of the orifices of culturally enriched Brits who are gainfully employed for no coin by the erotic grooming groups of yonder. Real talk, my heart goes out to the devs with games being published by THQ Nordic, many of whom I'm sure are feckin' pissed right now. So why is it always the blue check marks? Wait,
it is always the blue check mark. But I think most blue, or a lot of blue check marks are like, especially the celebrities and stuff, are like really left leaning, like really left leaning. Sometimes extreme leftist. And it seems like to be maybe like there might be a whole lot of extreme right leaning people, you know, into the extreme that are blue check marks, but like it seems like there's not as many. But there might be.
No, but it's like all the writers and game publishers and all that, they're all seem to be fucking really left.
Yeah, they are. They all seem to be an extreme left.
And they don't know what they're talking about.
They never do. You saw me laugh at like that CNN post with like about Pokemon.
Yeah,
try to talk about
weird.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
they got like everything wrong. They're like, this is an adaptation, and it's like, this fucking is not an adaptation. What are you smoking? Where have you been for 20 years, or 20 plus years? I don't.
Isn't Pokemon's like a
older.
meme?
It's like really old, and they've been coming out consistently with the mainline games for like years. They come out with it like every 3 years. They come out with a new mainline game.
Yeah, so it's not as bad as COD that comes out every year, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, they're very consistent in what they come out with. And
that one's saying, "Oh, we've got a brand new Pokemon game. We've never had one for years." And it's like, no.
That's how they were implying it. They didn't say that we didn't have one for years. They called it an adaptation, and they were talking like we haven't had it, and they were kind of talking like it wasn't a new game in and of itself, which it is.
Right.
You know, they're kind of like, oh, if you played Pokemon in the past, then this will have all the things that you want. Like the Switch was,
like it was a remake
like,
or something.
Oh, finally the Pokemon or Nintendo is giving the fans what they want or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, what are you talking about? All the fans have known this was coming to the Switch for years.
Yeah, it's like, Nintendo don't launch a console without a Pokemon game, do they? Have they ever had a console that never had a Pokemon game since like?
No, they have
ages.
Since they came out with Pokemon, every console or like handheld little thing that they've come out with has had a Pokemon game on it. Consistently, because they come out with one every 3 years. So even when the Switch launched and a Pokemon game didn't come out with the launch of the Switch or whatever, it's because it hadn't been 3 years.
Yep.
And that's like the mainline game, and then they kind of do a main game, and then they do like the second year they do like a imagining of that game, and they come out with that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of got like maybe a slightly different storyline. Sometimes it'll be like, so there was Sun and Moon, right? Sun and Moon came out, then Ultra Sun and Moon came out, okay?
Yep.
And then they have the third year where they take it off. Except for, instead of taking it off this past time, they put out Let's Go, like Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And I think like that's what they're going to do for now on, so that they don't take any time off from Pokemon that you all a Pokemon. So I think it's going to be the mainline game, then the second version of that mainline game, and then a Let's Go game.
Right.
So I think that they're going to do that. Because it's like it's all different.
So that'll give you something. That'll give you something to play while they're
Yeah,
making another
they'll
game
give
for
you
3
something.
years.
Yeah, they'll give you some in between stuff to play while you wait for the main game to come out. So just some fun in between stuff.
Makes
but
sense.
like for forever, it's always been that 3-year thing, except for they took a year off before the Let's Go game.
Right.
So it's very consistent. So that's why the article was super weird.
Yeah, it's probably because they don't know anything. They don't know what they're doing.
But you can
so
Google.
stupid.
They should have Googled it.
Oh, no, but I think they're lazy and stupid. It's like, I don't know. It's just, they're fucking retarded. Anyway, I'll end the YouTube streaming thing now, and we'll go to the radio bit of the show, and I'll keep reading these retards, and you can go say bye to everyone, and then go make food or whatever that you usually do, if you want. You still there?
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at something. With my cat or whatever. Yeah, I can go ahead and go make food real quick.
Yep. Say bye to everyone on the YouTube.
Bye everybody on the YouTubes.
There you go.
And then I'll come back. I've got like, so I did the Pokemon one. I've got 1, 2, 3 more.
Okay.
I've got 3 more articles.
Cool. I'll take my time with this one. It's quite a big one. There's actually 2 bits on this because it started blowing up, obviously, because activists or whatever. Right, so I'm going to stop streaming. Go to aerithradio.co.uk for the rest of the show.